Yes, high school told her she couldn't attend senior prom with her girlfriend. She took a stand from Fulton, Mississippi. Please welcome 18-year-old Constance McMillen. Okay, Constance, you could just see by you walking out here, obviously you've never been on television before. You've never been to California before, and you're just, how old are you?
18.
18. You're a high school student, and this is a lot going on for you all of a sudden, isn't it?
It really is.
All right, and you never intended for, I just think you're so brave, because I just think you're amazing.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here because I think you're a great person, and I think you've done a lot of great things.
Thank you very much.
I'm very excited to meet you.
Thank you. Well, what you're doing right now is, it's always easy to be quiet, and especially when you know that somebody might tell you no, or it's going to cause a scene. And I love that you're not trying to do anything other than go to prom. That's what every kid deserves to do, is to go to prom. It's a big deal. I mean, although, yes. So prom is supposed to be April 2nd. That's when it was supposed to be. So in December, you went to the vice principal, is that right?
I did. I went to him and I asked him, you know, about bringing my girlfriend. And he told me, he basically just gave me a story. He said that's not allowed, so
then you went to him in January and said, can I, right? Do I have the timeline?
Right.
So then you go back and you go, okay, well, I'd like to wear a tuxedo. That's how you felt more comfortable to wear a tuxedo. And he says?
He said that that wouldn't be allowed either if a girl shows up in a tux, that they wouldn't be let in, and because he said, I know it's not a big deal for a girl to wear a tux, but if a guy shows up in a dress, he said, I'm not letting a guy in with a dress on, so. Because
what would happen?
Oh,
hell would break loose. All right. Okay, so he's got rules of it. So then, what were the conditions? Your girlfriend could go to the prom, but what were the conditions?
So we could go, but like not as a date. Like we couldn't walk in there holding hands and stuff. Like she was really my date.
Okay.
And if we slow danced, or you know, if there was a kiss or anything, I mean, it would. We could possibly be thrown out if it made someone feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, I'm not going to go to prom and pretend like I'm not gay. I mean, I'm not, so there's no point in me going.
Right. That's the whole thing about prom, is to go and to be able to dance and to be able to be with somebody that you take to prom. So, all right, so I just want to, because my Aunt Helen, who is 87 years old, lives in Mississippi. And when she heard about this, before we even invited you, I'm just going to read a bit of. She's 87, lives in Mississippi, very religious woman. Just wanted to assure you that there are people in Mississippi who deplore the stupid decision that the school board to cancel the senior prom. And I'll skip to, people are afraid of new ideas and anything different from what they're used to. We have a long way to go yet. I don't think the students would have minded at all, so we might have to look to the new generation coming up for some enlightenment. And that's you. You are the new generation. You are. Because you have to challenge that. So you contacted the ACLU, and they're helping you now, right?
Right, they are. They're very awesome.
Yeah, and there's going to be, well, what's really upsetting is, you know, as my aunt said, there's another generation that doesn't understand it, and they're fearful. But your students, you know, the people that you go to school with, they're actually angry at you.
A lot of people are. I mean, there's my friends and stuff. There's a few people that are still supportive and everything, but the majority of people are angry because I guess they feel like I'm the one that caused prom to get canceled. And
instead of, see, if the entire student body would collectively say this is not right, we deserve to have a prom, and Constance deserves to go with her girlfriend, then the school would have to put the prom on. They shouldn't be mad at you. If we don't look back at history and see how many mistakes we've made by discriminating, and that they tried to make you feel less than, and that you still stood up and said, no, you're not going to make me feel less than. I deserve to have the same rights. And those other students, whoever is saying that to you, they just need to, wake up, because they should be on your side. They should be on your side. I want to say, too, because it's hard enough. You get these blatant and subliminal messages in society constantly, and what you really need right now are friends, and you need your family to stand by you. And your father, who's in the audience, congratulations for having such a great dad. Good for you. Good for you. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Michael.
Michael. And now, were you nervous about your daughter going to school after that happened? That there would be some kind of retaliation?
I wasn't nervous until the decision was made to cancel, and then she called me and told me she left early because it was kind of a hostile environment. And then I made a call to the principal and just let him know that I was holding them completely responsible if anything were to happen to her.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are watching now. I don't think anything's going to happen. And I think more people, when they realize they need to be on your side. And you don't, we wanted to throw you a prom. We actually were going to do that for you, but that's not what you want. You want to go to your school's prom. That's what you want.
I do. I just want to go and be able to be myself and go to the prom that I was supposed to have since I've ever known what prom was.
You've been looking forward to it for a long time. All right, well, it's not too late. I mean, the school can make the right decision, and you can still throw that prom. Right? All right. It's just amazing to me that this is going on right now. What's your grade point average? Like 3.8 or something crazy like that?
3.86.
No, 3.86. Good. I just admire you so much, because when I was your age, I never would have had the strength to do what you're doing. And you're clearly a very shy girl. And so by just being yourself and doing what's right, you're going to make a lot of change. You really will. So here's what we want to do. I know education is really important to you, right? We got a call from tonic.com. It's a website dedicated to promoting the good that happens in the world each day. They focus on people like you who are making a difference. Tonic.com wants to give you a $30,000 check towards your college education. Yeah. And also, they also want to offer you an internship this summer in New York City. If you're interested, you can go to New York and intern. All right? That would be something. To learn more about tonic.com, go to our website.